Hi, today we're going to talk about homemade Lactobacillus reuteri and Lactobacillus gasseri supergut yogurts. Both of these yogurts are powerhouses loaded with healthy bacteria that our bodies need, but most people today in the Western world are missing entirely. Hi, I'm Kimberly, and this is Faith and Feathers. It is believed that most people in the Western world, up until the 20th century, had healthy amounts of these desirable gut bacteria. They were passed down to us from our mothers in childbirth or breastfeeding. And now it is suggested that for the majority of the population in the Western world, these wonderful probiotic bacteria are gone from our bodies. But why are they so important? Well, these healthy microbes love to live in the small intestine where they keep watch and keep in check any unhealthy microbes that don't belong there. When we are missing these important probiotics, it opens the opportunity for the unhealthy microbes that live in our lower intestines to overpopulate and climb the ladder, so to speak, to our upper intestines where they don't belong. When that happens and we are missing L. reuteri and L. gasseri soldiers to fight them down, we get an overgrowth of unhealthy microbes that don't belong, and then they can begin to wreak havoc on our health. We get things like food intolerances, bloating, gas, irritable bowel syndrome, and what's called SIBO, small intestine bacterial overgrowth. We can get diabetes, fatty liver, obesity, and even depression. We are learning more and more every day about the role our gut and microbiome play in our health and the importance of healthy colonization of probiotics in our gut. And we are learning how poor gut health can contribute to many disease processes. So how did our gut get so unhealthy? Well, it is said that even one round of antibiotics can wipe out the entire healthy colony of bacteria that we once had. But other things can destroy these beneficial bacteria and make it impossible for them to repopulate. Such things as our highly processed standard American diet, overeating of refined grains and wheat products, sugar and sugar substitutes, pesticides and herbicides, anti-inflammatory drugs, and anti-acid drugs, which are prescribed so often. So what are the benefits of L. reuteri and L. gasseri yogurt? Well, they produce in the gut a natural antibiotic that will go to war and suppress the unhealthy bacteria that may be overgrown in our small intestine. And they also produce other really wonderful and amazing benefits. L. reuteri causes a release of the feel-good bonding hormone, Oxytocin, which gives people an overall more relaxed feeling and close feeling to their loved ones. It also increases collagen and muscle strength, which is awesome for people of all ages, but especially people like me who are in midlife and losing those things. It increases hormone balance and libido, and it causes a 30% reduction in healing time in the body. L. reuteri also preserves bone density and promotes smooth skin as well as deep, sound sleep. L. gasseri is known to reduce stress, and in 2 human studies was shown to reduce waist circumference. How great is that? It is also known to reduce hot flashes in menopausal women and has been shown to reduce heartburn and candida, which is yeast overgrowth. All those wonderful benefits found in just 2 strains of microbes. So why not just take these probiotics in pill form? Well, you can. But when they are made into a delicious yogurt by fermenting them at 100 degrees for 36 hours, they produce over 90 billion CFU, colony-forming units. And probiotic pills can be expensive. Once you buy the initial products that you need to make your L. reuteri and L. gasseri yogurts, you can make subsequent batches by using just 2 tablespoons of yogurt from your previously finished batch of yogurt. You just mix that with a new quart of half and half and 2 tablespoons of your prebiotic fiber. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do this now. So I'm making the L. reuteri first, and what you do is you mix 2 tablespoons of your prebiotic fiber, and I pre-measured that already out in the bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in, and you mix that with 1 packet of your L. reuteri culture. I'm going to put that in. You're going to use a quart of ultra pasteurized half and half. But to get started, we're only going to use a few tablespoons. You want to really mix this powder up good. Dissolve it so there are no clumps. And that looks good. From there, we're going to pour in the rest of our half and half. And we're going to give this a good mix. All right, now we're going to fill each of these 4 containers evenly. I'm going to place them in the yogurt maker. We're going to fill with water. There's a line. You probably can't see it, but there is a line that tells you where to fill the water to so that you don't overflow when you put the rest in here. And I can see my line. I'm going to give it a little bit more. So this is the Louvel yogurt maker. They have different models. Mr. Faith and Feathers bought this for me for my birthday. I absolutely love it. You might want to go over to their website and check it out. I will put links below, and I will put links below also to where I got the starter culture and prebiotic fiber. You do have to use ultra pasteurized half and half to make this recipe. There are other recipes out there if you want to use raw milk, but here in Michigan, I can't get that. So I use ultra pasteurized half and half, and I have gotten amazing results. So we're going to plug in our yogurt maker here, and it lights up. We're going to press temperature, bring this up to 100 degrees. Then we're going to press this again for time, and we are going to bring this to 36 hours. You're going to have to make sure and then confirm. You're going to have to make sure that when you set this for 36 hours, you have to count ahead and make sure that you're going to be home to get your yogurt when it's finished. take it out of the yogurt maker and cool it down to get it refrigerated. And that's all there is to it. Now we'll wait 36 hours and see what we got. Now, a lot of people find that when they make their very first batch of yogurt with the packet of cultures, what winds up happening is the yogurt wants to separate and it can be very watery. That is completely normal. It happens a lot. If you find that you just can't use it, go ahead and try again. But oftentimes what you can do is just mix it up really, really good. It might be on the watery side, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. And then you can use 2 tablespoons of that as your starter culture for the next batch. And what winds up happening is every time you make it from your prior yogurt, it just gets better and better. So don't let that discourage you. That's kind of a typical result, first off. This is a very first batch with culture, with the culture packet, and you can see it's a little bit on the watery side, but I mixed it up really good, tastes amazing, and then I will make yogurt with 2 tablespoons of this for my next batch. This is the Gasseri. So there you have it. I'm so excited to have you here, and I hope you learned something new and are excited to maybe start adding these yogurts to your diet as well. Please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time on Faith and Feathers.